Hey, what's up guys? J.M. Ryerson and Lisa Ryerson back by popular demand. We are going to talk about past, present, and future. One of my favorite things to coach on is staying in the present moment because in my opinion, past is equal to pain, future is equal to anxiety, and present is everything. So, with that being said, do you ever struggle with going back into the past? And when you do inevitably, do good things come up? Do bad things? What's your experience typically?
I never go in the past. I'm kidding. I do. So sometimes it brings up regret, right? So if you look back in past, like, if I did this, I should have done this. Those are kind of the things that come up. And then that's when you have regrets, or I have regrets. Sometimes they're good too. You know, the past can be good memories, right? So those are the positive things.
Okay, so let's talk about that because I agree with you. There's a lot of amazing memories that we have from the past. However, when you go into that amazing memory from the past and things aren't going great in the present, what happens?
You start feeling bummed out a little bit, maybe.
Unfortunately, that is a natural progression. So it's something to be aware of. It's not to say that didn't happen in the past. It's not to say that I shouldn't relive those memories. Just don't live in the past might be the best way to say that. So if that's one way to think of it, is the past typically will bring pain if your future, or excuse me, your present isn't going great, and or you're just wanting to go back there because it was so much better. Again, you want to really focus. So let's talk about the future. When you think about the future, because I know how much you love change, and the world is ever evolving, but do you ever, our brains are so creative, we come up with all these crazy ideas. Do you ever come up with anxiety about things that might possibly happen?
Yeah. A lot of times I do, actually, and that's when JM actually stops me, because I'll go down a rabbit hole, right? I'll sit there and go, but if this happens, and then this will happen, and this will happen, and it's crazy how your imagination totally takes you to a whole nother, well, rabbit hole is what I call it. And then, you know, thank God I have JM who sits here and goes, well, Lisa, it hasn't even happened yet. So why are you worried about steps A, B, C, and D? And what's crazy is usually it doesn't happen, right? It's just things that I've made up in my head. So yes.
So you're talking about the what if game, and we all play that. This may happen, and by the way, just so we're clear, we're terrible, absolutely awful at knowing what is going to happen. I don't know anybody out here that really can predict the future. I've heard people can do that. I haven't seen it done very effectively. So you're not very good at it either, babe, just so you know.
Thank you.
So you mentioned that I will help bring you back sometimes and talk about staying present. What are some other keys that you utilize to stay in the present?
Just a reminder, or just basically focusing on what's going on at that moment, right? Sometimes it's hard, like, because your brain will go, but I'll just be like, Lisa, come back. Like, this, all that matters is right now, right here, right? And spending time with the family, or being present with my friends. I mean, that's a big thing too. Like, a lot of times, there was a dinner one time, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. There was a dinner one time, and I just remember the four of us were sitting at a restaurant. You know, it's our monthly girls' dinner, and everybody was on their cell phones, right? And I go, gosh, that's crazy. Like, why are we getting together if we're all gonna be on our cell phones? And so we have this thing where it's like, put down the cell phone and let's just be together, right? And so now cell phones are always away in our purses or whatnot. And for that 2 hours that we're together for dinner, we're completely present with one another. And it's so awesome.
Yeah, so you're talking both times you've allowed people to let you know, hey, keep me present. I want to stay in the now. And so you've given them permission is the best way to say that, especially with your girls group. Hey guys, this is why I want to stay present, and I'm giving you permission to check me. You've obviously done that, whether sometimes you like it or you don't with me. You've given me permission to say, hey, let's stay present. Let's be with the kids. And I think the important part is, because the present, so for instance, if you're having a great present moment all the time, your future's going to look that much better. Instead of looking what it's going to look like down the road, just really be focused on the present. Anything else you have to say on it? I mean, it's not an easy task, and it is one, like you said, you mentioned cell phones, technology. It really can be a challenge unless you are really make a concerted effort to put that stuff away. Anything else?
No, it's just a constant, I mean, everything that we do, it's a constant daily, like you just have to work at it every single day, right? And having those people to keep you accountable, I think is really important. You know, we definitely keep each other accountable all the time. I mean, every single minute of the day. And I just think that's really important to have that accountability buddy, whether it's your roommate, or not roommate. Do we still have roommates? Some people
You're
have
my roommate.
Oh, yeah. He's my roommate. You know, your housemates, people you live with, your family, your friends. It's really important just to have that accountability buddy.
Cool. So I would love to hear more from you guys on how you stay present. So you can check us out at Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much, because we are all about building this community. If you haven't, please do share it with your friends. And thank you so much for being a guest. I always love when you're on, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next Tuesday tune-up with Let's Go Win.
All right. Bye, guys.